Um, 3 of 4 of them, all 5 of them are conspicuous. There's no way to hide what we're smoking.
Yeah, there's
No, other than actual hide it, like I'm
exactly,
doing right now. I'm hiding my cigar behind my coffee mug,
exactly.
which is an awesome Christmas gift. Horror movies and chill. Big thanks to Otis, by the way. First time drinking out of this, and I'm really happy to be doing so. Turn down the volume on that.
Picture
Um,
looks blurry.
yeah, I gotta get the other camera back. I'm done with this. I tried. It's not worth it. It's not worth the little time it saves.
Yeah,
We're gonna get the other one back. Um, but other than that, why are the mics so far away? What the heck, Frankie? What are you doing to me? My goodness. Hey, I got your message. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can, brother. Um, but happy Monday, everyone. Happy second day of the new year,
Happy 2023.
2023. Mike, how you doing, brother? Happy Monday. Good to see everyone out there.
Absolutely, it feels good to be back after the new year. I hope yours was um, exciting and safe.
It was an exciting year. Why not end it on an exciting note? I hope you get. But again, I like the safety part as well. Y'all deserve to have a great time, but in the confines of making sure you get home. All right, I really do appreciate that. So
Mm-hmm.
if you got home alive, let us know in the comments. This way we know you. Never mind. That was a dumb joke.
I'm gonna do a little sharing.
Do a little sharing. I'm gonna go over a couple of things real quick. Jim, Jeremiah, Rick, and everyone else who is watching who has not commented yet, but I can see your names. It only lets me see so many. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it, guys. Ralph, I see that one. Um, it just is what it is. Facebook likes to be weird. It won't show me all the names. It'll show me some of the names. But today we have the top 25 cigars of 2022 from the Bakersfield Gentleman, and we're going over 10 through 6, which means the next time we bring it to you, the list is pretty much done. We are still trying to get a certain special guest on, correct? Or we'll have that tentatively.
Still trying.
Still trying. Okay, because I'm not saying it's like the biggest thing. Our opinion is our opinion, but I think it's very well deserved for this company, for the cigar that we've chosen, and I think it is a good recommendation to you to try it if you haven't had it yet. Just like all the other cigars we've had so far on this list, and I could do a little rundown so far. So I'll give a little recap on what we have done so far, starting from number 25, which is the Martinez Rikitaki, going into 24, which was GTO, the Anesthesia. Hey, Richard, how you doing? 23, which there we go, which is the Benavides Amor de Noche, the Toro size, which is one of the very few specific ones we went into sizes with. I want you to remember a lot of these, unless it is a one size or a specific size. The tools are good across the board. And at that point, I believe it becomes more of your own preference versus us telling you, oh, you should really smoke the Lancero only versus this one, versus last year's number one for us, which was the Salvador Dali in the Sacred Arts line from El Septimo. That was much more size related because
Yeah,
they
it's
were
every
all
different name was a different size.
exactly, yeah. So that was a lot different. How much tequila did you chug the New Year? None in the New Year, really. Well, I guess a little bit in the New Year, a little bit.
You got a couple of tequila and
Diet sodas, a couple of tequila sodas.
club soda. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was very delicious. Exactly what I was wanting. 22 would be the J London in the Pyramide size. Which again, it is a lineup of different sizes on that one. Very good. The Castagli Basilica C for number 21. Number 20 coming into that 1910 Casa 1910 Cavalier edition. 19, which would have been Artista Buffalo 10 Maduro. Absolutely wonderful cigar for those looking for something to smoke every day. Every day. 18, the J.C. Newman Julius Caesar. My God, I love that cigar. I don't want to say it's about everything, but Drew Estate, we had the Underground 10. Absolutely phenomenal. 16, the United Atabey. Come on now. 15, Casa Cuevas New Blood, or the A Sangre Nueva. Sangre Nueva. Uh, 14, the Arturo Fuente Rare Pink. From 14 to 13, Big Sky Cryptid, which I know a lot of you guys might not have tried yet. You got to get your hands on that friggin' phenomenal cigar. Which brings us to number 12 on our list is the Don Doroteo, the Ligado?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And 11, Artesano del Tobacco El Pulpo, which I believe is either out or is going to be out very soon.
Should be out soon.
It's going to be out very soon. Yeah. Hey, RJ, how you doing? What do you guys think of Rocky Patel's 60th game? You know what? Wait, no, that's not the one that just came out, right? That was the 20th, the vintage 20th. I'm thinking of
The Edge 20th.
that's the one that just came out. The 60th, not bad, honestly. Excuse me. I like other Rockies better. Definitely try the new DBL that is going to be our DBL, yeah. That's coming out. That should be on the West Coast, so it should be everywhere by now.
Mhm.
I would wager that if that would have been released earlier, it would have taken the list versus the 60th. That's just my opinion, though, and I really do think that is such a strong cigar that Rocky has other offerings I think that are better than. But that's why Cigar Aficionado does a lot of blind taste testings. A little bit less. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not biased, but I guess just as clean a slate as you can go.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you think of that?
I agree with what you said. Yeah. But I want to get into the top 10. This is the part of the list everybody can wait for.
This is truly, yeah. I'm glad to do the recap with you guys, but it really is time to get into some of the best cigars out there. Honestly, there's no way around it.
Good.
I think
why keep going?
I think we've mentioned these cigars to you guys quite a bit in the past, so it's not like it's something that's going to be unbelievably unfamiliar. But I think some of these still are cigars that you may not have tried yet, but you absolutely should. Starting with this first little brand, no name. I think they've got like one roller in the back of a building somewhere. It's all mom and pop now. Nothing big and nothing too crazy size.
Well, you calm down and I'll take it from here.
Well, you take it, yeah.
All right, guys. So this cigar is actually falling out of our top 5 for the first time. And since we've done these lists, it actually comes in at number 10, staying in the top 10. It is a very consistent cigar. It is a very flavorful cigar. A lot of people get divided into two camps where they like the original or this version of that cigar or the Maduro version of the cigar. For me personally, I like the second iteration. It's the one that I've smoked the most of. It's the one that's been one of my top 2 cigars, even my top 5 of all time cigars. And for the longest time, it was my top cigar. And now it will do battle with other cigars that will try to come and claim its spot, but it's held in there, and it's been an amazing cigar. Comes in a bunch of different sizes for you guys to try. Recently came out with a 60, like a nub size cigar of it, so 4x60. And of course, you guys already know I am talking about a cigar that I talk about more than probably any other cigar on the show. That is the Oliva Serie V Milanio.
Well deserved.
Using an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and fillers. This cigar is a spicy, chocolatey, got notes of espresso, wood. It is a phenomenal cigar. This is a cigar that got me into premium cigars. I mean, I had smoked a few Roman Julietas before that, but it was really this cigar that when I smoked it in the Robusto, the oiliness of the wrapper, the smoke output, the burn line, the flavors of it. I was in heaven from that point on with this cigar. And any size you go with, you go with the number 4 or the Figurado, you will not be disappointed.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Jeff, Daniel, they know what's up. There's just no way around it. It's a phenomenal cigar. And it might not be as I'm in love with as much as Frankie is, but there's not a bad word to be said about it. It's consistently incredible, and it's something that may be talked about a lot, but because it deserves to be talked about. I mean, Oliva really gave a gift to the industry with the Serie V Milanio, I think. I enjoyed the V as well. I enjoyed the Milanio Maduro, but the Milanio is just something else.
Mm-hmm.
Truly is something else.
It really is. And for me, I think it's that Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper that they use on it. The care that they take to ferment that thing is absolutely phenomenal. And it just lends itself so well to that blend that they're using. And I think that's why it's probably been one of my favorites for so long.
There you go. He's got one left in that Lancero from those. You can't buy it on its own, can you? You have to get in that pack?
No, you can only get the Lancero through the Oliva pack, which comes with one Lancero in it.
Which is still worth it because the rest are also good, but you also get that Oliva Serie V Milanio Lancero, so you're doing very well What are you doing to me?
I don't know, dude. I'm just yawning like crazy.
You didn't. It was right before the show. Like, you didn't even. My goodness. Anyway, I'm bringing this down for a second, guys. So obviously, the Melanio you knew was going to make the list somewhere, but I'm actually surprised it didn't get further up there. For instance, maybe 9 or 8 or even up to 5 or 6.
Well, I mean, we had so many fantastic cigars this year from so many different people that, it fought well, but there were just other ones that squeaked by it.
Absolutely, and it's not saying good or bad about the Melanio right there. It's just there's so much quality right now.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If you notice on most of our lists, most of these cigars are different than last year, which are different from the year before.
Yeah.
So really, I mean, the Cigar Melanio is the one consistent on the list.
It's never left yours or mine.
No. We may have cigars from other companies that are making it again. Like, 1 year we might have Pariah Rush, and the next year it's Pariah Noir, and the next year's California Dreaming Volume 2. The companies may stick around, but their cigars change. Every year is a different cigar for Drew Estate that we have on the list.
Pretty much, yeah.
So for the Cigar Melanio to go ahead and stay on the past 5 years, holding the top 10 slot at the very highest point is amazing.
100%. And I think Daniel said it perfectly. It never disappoints.
Mm-mm.
I've never had any construction or burn issues with it. I've always loved the flavors. It always makes the list. And yeah, Peter. See, he's over on YouTube right now. It's a list making cigar across the board. Look at the bigger guys who do it. I think it was probably on Cigar Aficionado. I haven't checked Cigar Aficionado this year, honestly, just because I saw number 1. I was like, I'm good.
It was,
but I'm sure it was on there. But this next guy, I don't think this company, because all the companies on here, they have one representation. So that's 25 different companies, not including other amazing things they each make. Okay, so this next company has not been on our top 10 before.
Correct.
And even if we would have just kept it at top 10, it would have made it this year, being as we are now in the top 10. So it just goes to show other years it could have fought its way in very easily. And we're talking about, I'm going to say, one of easily my favorite companies that I've been getting to interact with. The people are awesome. The owner's awesome. The cigars are incredible. And this is no exception to that rule. And we were talking about Cavalier and the Inner Circle. That is a picture straight from them. I loved it. I wanted to use that. Hey, Jeremy and Cam, good to see you guys, and Happy New Year as well to everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Put a blow on that real quick. There we go. This is a Habano wrapped with a Habano binder, Habano filler, along with Pennsylvania Piloto and broadleaf fillers. It is an elegant cigar. I put it in the description. These are my own little fillers I put on there, guys. Class, taste, and luxury describes the entire lineup of Cavalier from day one. And I don't think I don't even know if those words do it enough justice as a company to say that. But it just goes to show that once they even moved away from the iconic gold diamond they've been putting on it, nothing left the iconicness. Just switched up the way they're making their presentation be known.
Yep.
And it really makes you want to join the Inner Circle right there. This is such a great cigar. Smooth all the way through. Not too strong, but it does have a bit of strength there. You're looking at medium, maybe creeping up a little bit above that, maybe. Some wonderful pepperiness. Not too crazy either, though. It's one of those cigars that is welcoming to everybody, especially for those who can appreciate the flavors. Like, I wouldn't start with this, even though you wouldn't probably get a tobacco sweats or anything. It's not going to do that to a beginner, but I think you need other cigars under your belt to fully appreciate the Inner Circle. It is complex, it is rich, and it is definitely deserving of a top 10 spot. So yeah, there you go. Peter knows what's up. He's on a Bono kick right now. Definitely need to try that one. And the other Cavaliers too. Honestly, all the Cavaliers, you're not going to be disappointed, which is what made it so hard to put this list together anyway. Because even I don't want to point your cigar yet. I mentioned that one. Even in the Oliva camp, that nub Habano is really great. It just doesn't quite edge out the Melanio. Or you have the new 135.
Oh, I forgot about
which
that.
is absolutely great. I mean, there's just in that one company, I mentioned 3 cigars right there that could easily have been on the list. But we're not putting 3 Olivas. We're not doing a top 75. So we can each have 3 company, or each company have 3 cigars to choose from in there. It should be easy to do because there's a bunch of great cigars out there. But I think we got to avoid that as much as we can for now.
Much as you can.
Let me get this picture up real quick. There we are. All right. You want me to do this?
Nice size bed.
No,
sorry, I was watching something else. You want to do this one?
I'm asking you want me to do this.
Oh, I'll do it.
All right.
Oh, you should it up.
Oh, all right. Give it a little fanfare. Jeez.
Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Well, picture's up already though. The fanfare's gone. Fanfare ruined.
All right. So this one was from Dissident. This was after the company was purchased by Simcoe and Joshua.
Yeah.
And I mean, as if I wasn't jealous of them enough, getting to wake up in the beautiful jungle area with monkeys on your what is that, their balcony, hanging out, just creating art, doing this, doing that. I believe they just announced they have an animal sanctuary that they've been building.
Yeah, they've been working on that for a while. It's wonderful.
A few hundred acres or something like that. It's phenomenal. Now they have this fantastic cigar out called the Molotov. It first caught my attention because of the flare at the top. I'm used to seeing a shaggy foot, not so much of a flare at the top like that. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. I feel bad because it's just a waste of tobacco because you're going to cut it off. But at the same time, I was like, that's unique. That's different. That's them. That's Joshua and Simcoe. That's who they are. They're unique in this industry. And from their body modifications, their body art and all that stuff, they're unique. So why not make their cigar unique like them? That made 100% sense to me.
Yeah.
So after you cut in to the cigar, which uses a Ecuadorian
Riozo. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wrapper, Ecuadorian binder, and fills with Dominican, Esteli, and Ometepe.
And real quick though, Brian should recognize this picture because I totally stole it from him.
Did you?
I really liked it, and I was like, "Damn, we're using that." They got Shark Tank in the background.
Didn't even give any credits, man.
So I was waiting for him to hop on. I was like, "Wait a minute, I haven't seen him yet." It absolutely is, honestly, and like Frankie was saying, it couldn't be behind this cigar. Couldn't be better people, honestly. And in an industry that is very much locked in traditions and in legacy, to come in and do your own self and do something truly unique, truly to their personality, it shows that it's absolutely necessary in the industry. Because this is as much them as it is for the people who are smoking it. People who love it, who love the look to it. Obviously, the cigar is phenomenal, as we're talking about, but it just shows that cigars are not just for businessmen or for that clean cut look and the luxury kind of style. It's for everyone who wants to enjoy.
I saw Peter's comment. No, I'm not drunk.
Yeah, you look.
I just keep yawning like crazy, guys. I don't know why.
Whatever, Jack Sparrow. No, I'm just kidding. But the point I'm trying to make is though that it wouldn't. I don't know if it could have ever been as great as it is without their guidance to it.
Right.
Whether it's the eye-catching display to her own face being on there, because it really does. It showcases them. This is them, and I absolutely love them. And I hope they continue to make amazing cigars like this. It would be, or it is in our best interest, everybody, for them to make more cigars.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait to see what they come up with next. Oh, I gotta do this first. We'll put that down. 7. There we go.
You have to make the comments better because I can't see them from back here.
Yeah, it is the best dissident. I think so as well. Then you guys on Shark Tank smoke. Do the guys at Shark Tank smoke cigars? I believe what's her name does actually. The real estate lady? I forget her name.
There's another one too because I saw him on a show.
Oh, Kevin Hart does. He was on a couple episodes.
I want to say it's one of the regular ones, though. I don't remember who.
Touch this guy up a little bit.
That'd be an interesting picture. Picture that.
But to pitch them a cigar company?
Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't
know if it'd get on TV.
It'd be interesting.
What do you call it? They could promote those dumb like forever pills. The guy who lived off of like, God, I've been on these for 12 weeks and I haven't eaten anything.
Yeah.
But cigars, oh no. I don't know. I think it would be really cool to see though. I think you're absolutely right. Oh my gosh.
So the next cigar up was a cigar that we actually brought into Bakersfield because we were the first ones to order it at our show. Yeah, not to brag. We had to order so much of other stuff to bring this one in. And this was another cigar that I was going to buy a box of here in town. So I was going to pay California prices for it. But I had stowed it away in a bag, a black bag, knotted the bag, stapled a Post-it to the bag with my name on it because I told her I was going to pay for it with my next paycheck. And then when I get back, it's gone. So they sold it. So I was pretty butthurt about that. Not going to lie.
Well, you know how the saying goes, right? You snooze, you don't win. Boom.
Absolutely. But this cigar comes to us from a company that had been supplying tobacco for people for a very long time. And then they decided, we're going to do our own stuff because we can do it. And they have hit the ball out of the park with just about every cigar they've come onto the market with. This one is one of their two kind of specialty cigars you can only get a couple times a year at the shows. Mm-hmm. And you can only order so many, depending on how much you order from them. So some of the larger companies, they can obviously get a bit more. Some smaller companies only get it like a box. But if you're able to get a hold of one of these, you're going to understand why their tobacco is so sought out. It is flavorful. It is rich. It is flawless. The tobacco is absolutely flawless. It is amazing. And you really see why other companies really do go out and get their cigars. Like the new Gurkha stuff that uses Aganorsa, they have an Aganorsa sampler that has all their Gurkha stuff in it.
Oh, so good.
I mean, that will make you think twice about, talking shit about Gurkha after you smoke that stuff. So without further ado, Mike, want to put up the Aganorsa. It is the Supreme Leaf.
My gosh, I mean, you couldn't have said it better. I think this is the textbook way to do a limited release cigar. That they need to support the rest of the brand. It's not help. You're not helping Aganorsa Leaf when you buy their other stuff. You're helping your shop because all of it's great.
Yes.
I don't know if there's any Aganorsa stick that I don't care for. I was actually pushing for the Guardian of the Farm series. I was thinking the Cerberus, but when I went back and smoked this again, which I think we have like one left now, which I'm sad about. It's just so good. The Rare Leaf too is absolutely phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. But for myself, and I think Frankie kind of led the way on this one, the Supreme Leaf is just where it's at. And
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I agree. The Rare Leaf is also really good. I just felt the Supreme Leaf was just a little bit better. And I did smoke a lot more of the Supreme Leaf than I did the Rare Leaf, so I'll be honest with that. And so I was more used to the flavor profile of that one, so I liked it a bit more. I'm not a huge fan of the color combination, the purple, the yellows, the oranges. It's a bit out there for me, but that's not against the cigar itself because it's still a flavorful cigar.
I was about to say I disagree because I really like the orange. I think it pops. Those colors are unique. It's unique to their own lineup too.
Want to make Peter's comment a little bit bigger so I can read that?
Sure. Give me 1 second there. And the Supreme Leaf is box pressed only for now. I think there's a new size coming.
They release different sizes at different times. I don't know if they're always going to all be box pressed. But I know the ones that we got in the shop were.
We could bug Terrence about that. Yeah. Hey, Byron, good to see you. And I'm glad you like that Charter Oak, Brian. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Oh, gosh, that's another one that we didn't even – we haven't gotten there yet. Never mind. I can't say anything. Gosh, dang it, Brian. Reveal them secrets. No, to not to harp on it too much, but like you said, the other cigars for other people are just as amazing. And when they start doing their own stuff, it just all goes up and up. And then, I've heard there's going to be around. I think so. I think you're right. What they do is there's a release of Rare Leaf and Supreme Leaf, separated by the two large in the U.S. Sellers events, which is TPE and PCA. Yeah. So I believe we're going to see a new Rare Leaf at TPE. that you will get by PCA, and then PCA will have the Supreme Leaf, which will be ready before the Christmas releases. Supreme Leaf in February. This will be around. Okay, so yeah, okay, never mind. I got those reversed. Supreme Leaf is in February at TPE, while Rare Leaf will be in July for PCA. There we go. Thank you, Jeremy. Either way, I will be going up to Terrence. I will grab my step stool so I can tap him on the shoulder, and I will ask him for one either way, and I will smoke it for you guys. All right, because I can't ask for a whole bunch of them. If I could, like, hey, I need like 2 or 3 boxes. So
is that our Jeremy?
Yeah.
Jeremy, I hope you were gentle with my couch.
Oh my gosh.
And I hope you disposed of her in a way with respect and love. Because when I got here and I noticed that it was gone, I almost shed a tear.
He did. He freaked out for a second. Like, what? Where is it? I think that was what made him so loopy right now. He was in couch shock, much like Bob's Burgers. If you guys have seen that episode, so just keep that in mind. Frankie is dealing with the loss of a loved one that's always had his back and gave him support for years. When he couldn't stand, he sat on this.
It lifted me up.
Yeah, kept you off the floor. Anyway, let's move on to the last one for today, at least, guys. Let me get my picture ready here. And this is, we kind of did this backwards. We should have smoked something else maybe. But if you've noticed, we haven't mentioned what we were smoking yet today. And I am very excited to bring it to you guys. It is, again, another company that is new to the list, but could have easily been on there last year. This is our number 6. This is the only Candela on this list. I think the only one of 2 that have been on any of our top 10s. I believe the Mr. Candela made it last year, the year before that. Year before that, yeah. I'm talking so much. I'm not puffing enough. I'm doing that. Apologize.
So we did have one of the owners on the show a while back, and we actually gave away a brick of these. And I know whoever got them enjoyed the hell out of them, because I know we're enjoying the hell out of them right now as well. And smoked quite a few. It only comes in the one size. I believe they said that all of their cigars are come in the one size for right now.
For right now, yeah, it's one Vitola.
And they're going to do one for every letter of their company name, which I think is a pretty cool idea. But this one that we're smoking right now is the Feathered Serpent.
This is the Feathered Serpent, which is a Dominican Corojo seed Candela, Mexican San Andreas binder, and Dominican Republic fillers, which gives it that sweet, that a little bit of aromaticness, along with that very unique San Andreas mineralness to it. So those 2 combined is just absolutely dynamite.
Yeah, the floral, herbal with the minerals. It's like that 1-2 punch that you would never expect would work so well together, but it does.
So absolutely great. I mean, I've never been the biggest Candela fan.
Right.
But once you find the ones that work, and I think this one stands above the ones that work. It works to a whole other level.
I think a lot of Candelas that I've smoked before have tried to be kind of that green tea flavor, but keeping everything mellow.
Yeah.
But this one, because he's that San Andreas in there, it's not mellow. It is ramped up.
In your face, delicious. Oh yeah, sorry. We keep talking. It's a very gentle cigar still. It is still a fragile wrapper, but I've never had any cracks that I had to worry about. And this guy is living up to that. Again, I did relight it like twice. That was just me trying to touch up so I didn't burn it weird. And I've been trying to focus more on the talking and the show itself. But my goodness, Apostate Cigars is going to be on this list probably for the next few years, easily with everything they're coming out with how great they are doing as a company out of Utah of all places. Didn't expect that. It's like one of those the heck is that thing I do? The March Madness situation, which I get right every year anyway. Just you don't always expect it, and I am glad that we got to meet Brandon and hang out with him and with James from Sinistro and talk shop and really get to appreciate some amazing cigars.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And then we got to go up a couple days later and go hang out with them over in Modesto, which was cool.
Oh, absolutely. My goodness. And again, the entire lineup is, again, one of those things where it could have been interchangeable, but it just slowly edged its way to the very top, this Feathered Serpent. And I think maybe if you yourself out there are not like, I'm not the biggest Candela fan, I would still urge you to give it a try.
Absolutely.
And then try the other lineup. Or if you find, okay, I really want the Maduro first. Go for it, but don't forget to come back and try that Candela.
Well, much like the Mr. Candela uses a double wrapper, I kind of see it like this is kind of using a double wrapper, even though it's the binder as the Mexican San Andreas. I kind of feel like it's a double wrapper on it. So don't be discouraged and think you're just going to get that herbal flavor from it. You're going to get a lot more.
Not at all. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. It's going very well with this black coffee right now. It's a perfect mixture of the two. It's very naturally sweet, but it's not overpoweringly, like you said, tea or herbal notes. It's nothing like that at all, which is where my head goes to first for a lot of Candelas. A very thin wrapper that has a lot of hay, more hay than Connecticut's. Hey.
And you will see, I mean, it's not the prettiest wrapper on this cigar. I'll be 100% honest. It does look very rustic, but again, it's a very hard leaf to work with. So you got to give them that. And once you light it up and once you start smoking it, you're just going to enjoy the hell out of it, guys.
Cannot say it better myself. And I think that is a good part to end it for 10 through 6 right there. Guys, I'm gonna put the pictures up for all of them today, what we have out so far. And then are we doing 5 through 4 Wednesday?
2 through 5.
Or yeah. Oh, sorry, 5 to 2. Sorry, 5 to 4. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 of them on Wednesday. No, 5 to 2 on Wednesday.
And then I'm hoping following Wednesday we'll have a guest on.
Okay, so we're going to not this Friday or Monday. The list will be kind of so we can announce it on camera with the guest, the number 1. So hold on tight for that, guys. But again, all of these cigars that you have heard of, you're gonna want to try to get a hold of them ASAP. All but I guess the El Pulpo is available now. But then again, some of them are on the limited side, so get the hunting down ASAP and let us know what you think so far of this list. We love your feedback. I'd love to hear which one out of there is your favorite so far, where you would have put maybe higher on the list.
And I want to hear if you don't like some of them also.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. The wasabi is definitely a favorite on Danny. For is that for Candelas, right? Yeah, that's some good stuff.
All right, guys, that doesn't do it for us. We will see you guys on Wednesday. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Cigar Heritage Festival, and Artista Cigars for making the show possible. All of our Facebook supporters, all the Patreon guys, and of course, everybody here watching and commenting. It helps out a lot, you guys. Keeps us going, and it helps us have some fun, too.
Absolutely. Do us a favor, guys. If you would like to help support the show, you can click that teal shield, become a supporter today. There's also the Patreon link in the description right now. $15 a month. Both of those will get you an automatic entry to win cigars every month, plus some other little tidbits here and there. We'll see you Wednesday. I'm very excited to hear what you guys think of the rest of this list, and I hope you are enjoying it so far. Help us out, get the word out there, share it. Tell the companies if you like them that they're on this list. Get the word out to them as well. I'm doing the same, but it helps us keep this all going, guys. Word of mouth is unbelievably important. So thank you so much, and we'll see you Wednesday.
See you guys.